बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा।
Okay, so now we have seen that the users of the same VLAN, like VLAN 10 here, may be spanned over multiple switches. Like you can take an example of the green VLAN, green, blue, red, just for differentiation. It can be any number generally. Let's say VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. Now we'll see how the VLAN 10 and 10, 20, 30 can talk to each other within the same VLAN. Now for that we need to connect a link between the switches, right? Basically, without connectivity between the switches, you cannot communicate. So one of the option we can think about is we can have a separate links for each VLAN. Like what I can do is I can say that, okay, all the users of the VLAN 10 or the green VLAN will be using the first link, let's say, and I'm going to assign this particular port in the VLAN 10, these two ports. Of course, this port is also in the VLAN 10. So automatically the traffic coming from the VLAN 10 will go only to the same VLAN port. From there it will go here as well as reaches here. So likewise the same thing happens with the VLAN 20. So we'll use a separate link and we'll assign this port in the VLAN 20 and this in the VLAN 30. And we can say that the VLAN 30 can use a separate link for communication. But basically this solution is not a scalable solution because the reason is simple. If you have 20 VLANs, then basically you connect 20 links. It's not easy job, because normally most of the switches will have either 24 port or 48 ports. In that you are just utilizing for the VLANs. Practically this is not a scalable solution, but this is one of the simple solutions we can just think about initially if you are not aware of the trunk concepts. So what we are going to do is we are not going to use this, of course, but just a simple solution to understand. So probably what we are doing in this case is we'll be using one single link. So the connection between the switch to switch will be using one single link, and we'll say that this one single link, so minimum one link, I'm saying minimum one link. You can have more than one link for redundancy, so that if anyone fails you can still go from second link, but minimum one link is sufficient for communication between the VLANs, within the VLANs, between multiple switches. Like I can say that the VLAN 10 will use this one link, trunk link we call this as, and for the VLAN 20 also will be using the same link, and the VLAN 30 or the blue VLAN also will be using the same link. So probably what is trunk link? Trunk link is a link or point-to-point link connecting between two network devices. Basically here between the two switches here. So this link we generally call this as a trunk link. Now what is the job of this trunk link? The trunk link is responsible for carrying multiple VLAN traffic. So whenever I'm saying this link is a trunk link, it means that it is going to carry the VLAN 10 traffic as well as VLAN 20 as well as VLAN 30 separated. Even if you have VLAN 40, 50 like that. So all the VLANs traffic will go over one single link, which means I don't need to use a separate link for each and every VLAN. Okay, so this trunk link is going to extend your VLANs concept, which means when you want VLAN to VLAN within the VLAN communication, let's say, for multiple VLANs we can span over multiple switches. So whenever your VLANs are spanned over multiple switches, you need to have a trunk link must be configured, and this trunk link can be Ethernet link. Generally minimum recommended to use 100 Mbps. It can be 1 gig, it can be 1 gig or 1000 Mbps, or you can also use 10 gig or above interfaces.